Imagine that your home was broken into. Do you sit idly by and simply hope it doesn't happen again? Of course not. You take action. You change the locks. You get an alarm. You up your insurance. You buy a dog. You do something. We all know the risks of online shopping, yet every day, sometimes multiple times a day, we give away all of our private information. We give away our address, our email address, our credit card information, PINs. Odds are, we probably share information across websites as well. The risks are well documented, and we all know we're vulnerable. So why do we do it? Simplicity. It's just too easy. The rewards outweigh the risk. Fast and free, delivered when I want it, where I want it. Risks be damned. I have to have a skim shot. And if I don't get it now, they might just sell out. The reality is, people react to ads like this every day, trading their privacy for convenience, because that's the way it's always been. Well, it doesn't have to be. Is it possible to remain anonymous while shopping online? Sure. Who wants to buy a new laptop, get a burner phone, set up a new email address, buy things with gift cards that you paid for in cash? This might work for paranoid, independently wealthy people with time to kill, but it's certainly not a mainstream solution for people like you and me. As the director of concepts for a major logistics provider, I have an amazing job. I get to see the cutting edge. Companies are constantly pitching us ways in which they could help us better target customers, ways in which they could help us use our information to sell more. They ask if they could use our information so that they could sell more. Some even pitch us ways in which they could help us with privacy compliance. But no one's ever come to pitch ways in which they could help us help consumers be safer online. They never help protect their right to privacy. This gap got me thinking. It's time we take our privacy back, but it's going to require a fundamental shift in the way we do things. We must migrate from an e-commerce world to an anonymous commerce world, or a-commerce for short. And here's how it could work. Instead of giving away all of your private information to every single website you interact with, you give your information to one single trusted third party. That third party secures your information and gives you a PIN or a key code that allows you to conduct business. See something you like, enter your PIN, complete your transaction, and it's that simple. The difference here is you have sort of an avatar that sits between you and the retailer. You're able to search and shop as you like, but the retailer on the other side sees your avatar instead of you. This is what allows you to remain anonymous. That third party has one role: protect you and me, their client, from mildly annoying targeted advertising to identity theft. So I'm sure you're asking yourself now, what happens when that third party gets hacked? They probably will. The difference here is, instead of getting thousands of transactions that are linked to personal data, they get access to one record at a time because you're protected by that unique avatar. That actually makes the return on hack far less interesting. If the hack isn't worth the time and money, they'll happen less and less, making us all just a little more secure online. Interestingly enough, there are companies out there today that could offer this level of service. As a matter of fact, your bank, your credit card company, and Amazon does everything they can to protect you. They tokenize transactions, they encrypt information, they store data offsite, yet somehow we're all still vulnerable. How can this be? Well, promises are really hard to keep when you're trying to ride two horses. Take your credit card company as an example. They do things to protect your privacy, but at the same time, they have a data monetization strategy built right into their business model. Why is that? Well, because the internet and e-commerce are built on the value of private information. This is what creates the dilemma and ultimately the vulnerability. In an e-commerce world, privacy is the business model. That third party gets paid to protect your information, and that's it. We have an opportunity to hit the reset button on how we do business online. We can effectively disown the unintended consequences of being pioneers in the digital age. So I ask, do you want it? Would you pay for it? Thank you.